B Rickard Recreation Complex for a game on MJ Broadcasting between under 15 BB and the under 15 BB Lindsay Muskies. Your starting goaltender is Dominic Garou. Again, we'll get the start for the Clarington Toros, and I didn't get the name of the Lindsay goalie, so we'll get that probably for the second period. This will be a back-to-back for the under 15 BB. They will play another game tomorrow right back here again, and that game will also be on MJ Broadcasting as well. There's the first chance here in the right corner to try and dig the puck free from out of that scrum as Lindsay players and Clarington players try to get it free. That comes around the other side. From behind the net, Lucas Muir tried to go after his man, comes around the board. Kept in there by Mackay at the line. That shot is going to get knocked down here by Lindsay as they try and get it out. Mackay picks it up and puts it right back in on goal. That'll miss the net and get picked up here by Lindsay from their own end. They get an opportunity. Good pressure on there by Cooper Brown to try and cause a turnover in the Lindsay end. This will get flipped away through center. Good job again. This time by Ashton Perez. Perez, he has it swept away from him. That intended dump in here is off to the corner. Taken away again by Brown as he tried to get free. Cooper Brown with some nice moves to try and get free to the net. As that pass out in front is taken away by Lindsay from their own end. Saxena tried to put that back in the zone. That gets knocked down. Saxena again will get this. Davis Saxena along with Ryan Lee back out on the defense. That gets cleared away. Here comes a chance for a 2-on-1, but the puck is going to be rolling too fast to start that 2-on-1, but the pass out in front for Brown got broken up. Can't really see the Lindsay names as the jerseys aren't that good. That goes right in on Garou as that gets kicked aside. Cooper Brown tried to knock his man off the puck and back comes forward the other way as a Lindsay player takes a spell chase on, dumps that into the corner. All the way back into the right side of the net. Back here to the blue line. Zachary Colton takes a shot. He'll fire it in wide. Coming around the other side there. He's trying to dig that puck free from a few Mesa players. Davis Gorham waiting out in front of the net in the slot area for a pass. Didn't get to him. Now it does, but it went over his stick. Gorham is going after it again to try and keep this in on the right side. Getting some help there with Bryant to try and get it behind the goal, and there's Chase Reve with it. Reve tried to throw it up in front, and that's going to go over everybody and get picked up here from center by Colton. Zachary Colton with a lead pass. Tape the tape up for Gorham, who dumps it in and goes off on his change. From behind the net, Nolan Bryant tried to win that battle behind the goal to get some help. Getting away from his defender. He waited for McDonald out in front, but the pass was broken up. Still loose. Muir up there forward here, trying to get that puck away. Mackay is taking his spot back here at the line. Lucas Muir with a nice backhand on goal, steered off to the left with ease as they try and get this out of their own end. Muir and McDonald, the double M, trying to get that puck out of the zone. Keep the puck in the zone, kept in here from the blue line as that shot gets blocked. Here they come up through center. They're trying to get around Van Reenen for an opportunity, and Simon Van Reenen was able to hold them off, coming around the other side. Muir couldn't get it out of his own end. From behind the net there, it's an opportunity to throw it up in front, taken away by Mackay. Over here from Miller Hope will take a bump as they try and get it out. Some good moves there, was lost by McDonald and now dumped back in. Simon Van Reenen picks that up. Van Reenen gets it off the boards to himself here, tried to pick it up. Good job there by Van Reenen. But up through center comes Lindsay with a backhand. Going back into the Lindsay zone. Racing after it here to try and win out that puck. It comes back here to the blue line. Here comes another opportunity to try and tip it in. It's still loose here from the side as they try and set up Christensen. Taken away here by Lindsay. Christensen had it and then went over his stick. Here comes another opportunity. Good block there by the Toros as they move it up through center. All the way in comes Brody Glover, but he had it knocked away off his stick. Saxena tried to get it up there for Glover again here on the other side. That goes back in behind the Lindsay net as they'll scoop that up and they'll get the opportunity to move it out. Christensen's in there to try and dig it free. Good job by Ryan Lee to hold it in. And his shot on net is easily kicked off with the right pad. Trying to keep this in from the line there was Muir. Or Saxena going back in behind the net. Brody Glover putting pressure on his man to try and cause a turnover. Gorham's out on the ice now to try and help out on the left side. It's from behind the net, trying to jam it in out of front, and that's going to get taken away by Lindsay again. The Muskies will clear that down the ice. Right back into the corner. Zachary Colton's going to have to do something here with the puck and fires it around. Knocked down here by Lindsay. Another opportunity now for Reve. Reve with a lead pass, trying to catch up to it here on the other side. Here's Cooper Brown off in the right corner. Brown trying to throw this up in front and couldn't get to it. Still loose here from the side. It goes back here to the blue line. Chason can't shoot the puck. It gets pushed back in behind the goal now. Good job to keep that in. Here comes the shot on net. Right into the breadbasket of the Lindsay goalie, who will hold on to it. Off now is off to the left of the goal. Trying to win this draw. Going back here to the blue line there for Van Reenen to try and keep it in. Chason, sorry, kept that in at the line. He'll push it off to this left side. McDonald tried to get there as well. It's in the right corner to try and dig it out. From behind their own goal, it's coming over here to the other opportunity. Good job to cut that off by McDonald, but couldn't throw it up in front. They're still loose here from the side, but can't jam it in. Taken away here by Lindsay as they try to clear this out of their own end. From that corner, they're going to have to pick this up and fire it away. Knocked down here by Bryant, who tries to fire it in. Up from their own end, he brings it up over the line. Fired in here by Junkin and behind the goal. In behind the net, big bump in behind the net there from Junkin. Junkin has control of it, trying to walk it out here from the line. Gets it back here to the blue line there for Wilson, who puts it back in behind the goal. Here's a shot on net. It's going to get knocked down there by the Toros, and Miller Hope will clear it away, but the pass from McDonald was over his stick. That leads to Brody Glover here, getting around him. Here comes another opportunity to get around Simon Van Reenen, who takes a bump. Off to that side, Van Reenen, big hit in behind the goal again. Trying to find the loose puck and clear it away. Tipped, but not out. Lucas Muir now finds that. Muir with a pass. Good moves there by Kai McDonald to kick it to his stick as they both collide there in the corner. McDonald's going to make his way back up to his feet. He does gingerly, but he's back up on his skates as he goes off to the bench. Another opportunity here for Lindsay to try and flip it in. And it's brought in over the line by Moynes, and it's offside. Stuff is coming off over at the Toros bench area. Here comes a chance now to try and get this puck off the boards. It got up there from Muir, but it got picked off from their own end. Getting over the stick of Muir and back into the zone. Another opportunity to try and dump it in. That gets knocked down here by Lee as they're fired away up there for Christensen. From their own end, it gets over here to the other side. They look for a pass. Knocked down there from his own end. Still loose here from the side by Saxena to try and dump it in. Perez from his own zone will fire it away for Lee. That gets picked off right on goal. And Guru kicked that off. So that's Brady Boyle in goal here. That is Boyle in net. My apologies on that. I thought that was Guru, but it is Boyle. Guru will get the start for tomorrow's game. From the left side, trying to dig this puck out. Here it comes from free bump behind the net. Boyle getting ready here in the zone. Ryan Lee trying to knock his man off the puck here behind the net. Coming around the other side here to try and find an open lane. He gets it past his man down the ice and into the corner. Picking this up back in his own end. Trying to fire this away. Once again, I apologize for the mistake right off the bat. It is Boyle in goal and not Guru, so we have that down for the rest of the game. Backhanded in. That's going to miss Boyle in the goal and go behind the net, coming around the boards. A loose puck here from center. Picking it up here for Lindsay as they try and get this over the net. Knocked down here from center. Good job to push it back here to the blue line for Zachary Colton, but the pass got broken up. Here comes a chance to try and dump it in there for Davis Gorham. Gorham lost control of it. Colton picks that up from his own end as he tries to dump it in. That'll go off to the left side now. From behind the net it goes. He'll try and sweep this away as it's an opportunity to go with it. Backhanded out as they get an opportunity to skate with it. Up through the zone. Knocked down here from his own end by Colton. Up there for Cooper Brown as he tries to bring it in. Brown shot. That gets blocked away and goes behind the net. Cooper Brown's on it again. Looking to set this up for Kai McDonald, but it got broken up. That leads to 3 Lindsay Muskies back up the other way. Van Reenen's been there. The shot just got enough of the glove hand of Brady Boyle. From behind their own net. It's an opportunity to get free for Brown. A shot stopped by Boyle with a right pad and kicked it off to the right. Another opportunity to clear. Not going to get out. Back in behind the goal. That goes for Van Reenen. Van Reenen comes around the boards. He gets hit there by Wilson from the line. Big hit there as Nolan Bryant got knocked down. He's back up on his feet now. Bryant, he just eluded a hit there at center. Trying to tip this over the stick and back into the Clarington end. From behind their own goal goes Ryan Lee after it now. Lee got stripped of the puck. Trying from a bad angle. It hit his stick and went wide. Back here to the line. Lucas Muir read that. Back here to the blue line. Here's a shot. Hitting a stick and getting knocked down. As that was Moyne's shot that got blocked. It's off to the corner here for Kai McDonald. McDonald trying to find some open lane with Lucas Muir who tipped it away. Backhanded up through center as they bring it in. That gets brought in by Moynes and his shot gets wide. Ryan Lee went for the hit there in the right corner. Taken away here by Clarington, but not out of the zone. Kept in here from the line. Now it comes free, and that leads to Kai McDonald back up the other way, trying to take one to the net, but he gets hauled down with no penalty called. McDonald has to make his way back up to his feet. From their own end. Kept in there by Ryan Lee from the line, back in behind the goal now for McDonald. Hit into the boards. Kai McDonald's had a rough game so far as he got hit, and this one he's going to draw a penalty out of. So the first power play of the game is going to go to Clarington. So the face-off comes off to the right of the Lindsay goal for the first power play of the game. Trying to win this draw. Ashton Perez, who gets the opportunity to take this face-off. It gets won by Perez, but the backhand is fired out, up into the Lindsay bench, and out of play. Perez again will take this draw. This one will get won by Lindsay, but Cooper Brown's going off to the corner, hard around, kept in by Chason from the line, to the other side for Zachary Colton. Colton, a shot on goal, gets redirected, right to the front. It's in the legs there of the Lindsay goalie, but finally got swept away and capped in here by Christensen again. Christensen, a shot on net. Hitting a stick and going in all the way down, right into Brady Boyle, who will make that stop. Boyle plays it away up through center. Here comes a chance. Short-handed, walking right in, but in comes Zachary Colton with a huge hit to take away that short-handed opportunity. Colton lowering the boom to make sure that he didn't make his way to the net. Back in behind the goal. Lead pass up through center. That went over the stick of Nathan Christensen. Hard around the boards. The Toros were going off on their change. From behind the net there. It'll get picked up here and fired around the boards there for Cooper Brown. Knocked down from center. Still loose here from the side was Rivet as that goes up off the glass area. Ashton Perez tried to drop it off here for Brown as Perez tried to dump it in. Right to the front of the goal. Taken away by Lindsay. Knocked down here from his own end there by Mackay, who tried to put it back in. And he finds a man, and that's Perez, but can't shoot the puck from the slot area. Hard off the boards and down the ice into the corner. From behind the goal, it's going to be a race run. Race one in behind the net by Lindsay. Taken away again there by Mackay. Hard around the boards by Van Reenen. He finds Davis Gorham. Gorham from his own end will bring this up over the line. Trying to cut in from the slot area. He had it swept away from him, and now picked up there by Chase Rivet. Rivet trying to win the battle behind the net Captain here from the line. Good job there by Saxena to come over there to try and keep it in. Hard around the boards here for an opportunity. That'll come out. Penalty's over and we're in the last minute of play. 40 seconds left to go here in a scoreless first period. Knocked down here by Lindsay at center. This one will get knocked down by Saxena. And his lead pass for Nolan Bryant went over his stick. Right back in behind the net behind Boyle. Saxena will pick that up. He'll move it away here for Lucas Muir. To the other side, trying to dump this in. It'll get picked up from his own end as they try and dump it in. Big hit there over by Gorham at the Lindsay bench area. Ryan Lee tried to get it over here for Muir again. Lee pass, bringing it up over the line. Gorham is going as well. And we're going to get a penalty as he gets taken down. The first Clinton penalty is going to come up. No, it's actually going to be a Lindsay penalty. So back-to-back power plays coming up here for the Toros as Wilson goes to the box. McDonald will take this draw deep in the Lindsay end as the Clarendon Toros try and start off their power play to end this first period upright. Back here to the blue line, and face-off wasn't done properly, so we'll get another draw. The reason why that was a stoppage of play was because it was the end of the period. There was only 2 seconds left. So 1:58 to start the second period for a power play as that penalty to Wilson comes over to the second period. Good job there and nice read there by Chason to bring this in. The lead pass is tipped in just over the stick here on the other side by Cooper Brown. Brown with a big hit, kept in by Zachary Colton from the line. Colton tried to do something with the puck. He throws it right to the front and in behind the goal. Higher around the boards, and that comes out past Chason down the ice and into the corner. From behind the net goes Zachary Colton after it now. Colton from behind his own goal gets it over there for Brown. His intended tip out of his own end didn't work. So Colton's got to go back here to pick it up and start off the power play from his own zone. He'll lead it up through center, led up by McDonald. Had to get around that defender and couldn't do it. Still loose here from the side. Miller Hope is digging away at it. That gets fired past Chason down the ice. All the way into the corner. Colton has got to go back here to try and pick it up from behind their own goal, taken away by Chason. Flipped off the boards there for Cooper Brown, but it went over his stick. Still loose here from the side and now taken away. The pass was just over the stick here on the other side as they try and bring it in. Here comes Miller Hope. He's not going to get around the defender here of Gibbs who hold him up. Gibbs fires it around. Miller Hope knocked that one down this time. McKay had to go after that, putting it back in behind the Lindsay goal. Miller Hope got crunched in behind the net, tried to do something with the puck. Good keep in there by Simon Van Reenen, but his shot hit a Lindsay player right in front. Kai McDonald has Cooper Brown out in front as he walks it out. McDonald right in front. That's going to go over the stick. Picked up by Lindsay and fired out down the ice. All the way into the corner goes McKay after that loose puck. Trying to throw it up in front, and that intended pass got broken up. Taken away here by Lindsay, and now here comes a chance up through center for the Toros. Backhanded away past Bryant and on goal. From behind the net there goes Bryant after it to try and chase after his man. It comes around the boards. Good job there by Ashton Perez. Put his body on the line to keep that in. Perez isn't going to go with the puck, but it's going to be a Lindsay opportunity. Not going to get around the defender. Good job there by Perez to stick to him, but now we're going to get a penalty as it goes in behind the net. We'll get that penalty coming up here for interference. Face-off is going to be off to the left of the goal. One there by Lindsay. Trying to walk this out in front of the net. Taken away here. Here comes a chance with some speed. Short-handed opportunity. Loses it. Reve had the opportunity, but it was poked away from him. From their own end. Here comes a chance. As Vokins drop that off. Big hit there by Bryant at center, but here's a shot by Lindsay. Right on goal and gathered up there by Brady Boyle, who holds on to it for a face-off. Key draw again right here in the Clarendon end, off to the right of Boyle. Davis Gorham trying to win that draw, and he does. A big defensive win for him, firing it out. That goes over the stick, and here at center. Picked up here by an opportunity by Sherritt. Up over the line, he can't get through. Gorham another opportunity to clear, and this will just stay on the line. Good job there to hold it in for that moment. Actually, it did come out. Russ' hand was up, so it did just squeak out over the line. A long shot. Tried the long one to fool the Lindsay goalie, but he was able to kick it aside. But that was still a hard, long shot on goal, and had to make that tough stop to kick it off to the right. Here comes a chance. Kept in there by Brody Glover, who takes the hit to make the play. From their own end. Here comes a chance. Flipped in. All the way up through center. They bring it to the slot area. Shot getting blocked. Davis Gorham tried to tip it on the other end. From behind the net. Trying to walk it out of front. Tip it in the front of the goal. Laid on the line. And Lindsay trying to poke it in. It's somewhere on that line. And somewhere in that scrum, Brady Boyle has got a hold of it. Face-off now is coming off to the right of the Toros end. Captain almost hopped over the stick there, but he was able to hold it in from the line. Only 20 seconds left to go on the penalty to Perez. There's a shot. That gets blocked on the way through. As Moynes' shot got blocked. Still loose. Moynes again, a shot on that. This one will get blocked again. Good job there by Muir this time. Moynes will get it over here with a backhand. Tipped away here by Clarendon. From their own end. Picked up here as he tried to fire it around. Here comes a chance with a lead pass. Picked up by Perez as he came out of the box, but he's offside. Face off right here in front of us. One there by the Toros. Ryan Lee going back in his own end. Lee with that puck will fire it around. Knocked down here by Lindsay. Again, Ryan Lee trying to get it out of his own end. It's back in behind the goal and taken away there by David Saxena. Saxena went for the pass. It gets knocked down there by Lindsay. Shot on goal. Stopped there by Boyle, who steers it off to his left. Miller Hope trying to backhand it away. It comes up through center. Here comes a chance. Bringing it up over the line comes Cooper Brown. Brown's got McDonald out in front as he went for the pass. Instead, here comes Ryan Lee. Shot hitting a stake on the way through. Lee scored in the last game we did for MJ Broadcasting against Oshawa. Tried to put one on the board there, but it went wide of the net. Cooper Brown trying to do this back here to the line. Good job there by Saxena. It comes out over the blue line, though. It's going to be offside as they try and bat it away. Coming past the defense and back into the corner. Chases after the puck in his own end now. Trying to do something with it. Got it over here for Lee as they start this out. A pass over here to the right side. They'll bring it in. He's coming up over the line looking for a shot on net. Scooped up there by the Lindsay goalie and held on to. Face-off is coming off now to the right of the Lindsay end. A big offensive draw here for the Toros. Let's go behind the net. Trying to do something around the puck here. Kept in here by Chason, who throws one to the goal, but it goes wide. Around the other side here for Nolan Bryant. Bryant on the right corner. Davis Gorham's helping him out to try and knock one of those Lindsay players off a bad scrum in front. Taken away here by Lindsay, though. They'll get an opportunity to get through. Good job by Reve to bump him off the puck. Coming back in behind around the other side. Kept in here by Wilson or Moynes from the line. Right in front, looking for a pass. Nobody there to take it as it's intended right in front of the goal. Junkin tried for a shot. Moynes gets the opportunity, and his shot will get blocked on the way through as well. Right in front, and Brady Boyle taking no chances on that one. He'll cover it up with some Lindsay pressure there in the offensive zone. Face-off is coming off to the right. Wins it. Slapped around the boards here for Muir to try and tip it out of his own end. Lucas Muir, that's coming over the stick here for Brody Glover. He'll try and get it out of his own end. He can't skate away with it now. Here came up through center with a pass for Perez. Dumping it into the corner now. It's Ashton Perez right in front over the stick. Still loose here from the side. He'll skate away with it. He's got to get around that defender, and he's going to get pushed back in behind the goal. Mackay trying to win that battle behind the net. It's from behind the goal here for Van Reenen to try and get it out of his own end here for Glover. Glover couldn't find that loose puck. From behind the goal goes Van Reenen after it now. Flipping it up through center and away they come. He'll tip it past his man trying to get to that rolling puck. Can't get there, and that's going to be a Lindsay penalty as we'll finally get the whistle here for the penalty call and a third power play coming up here for the Toros. 7:23 remains here in period number 2. Kai McDonald to take this draw just off to the right of the Lindsay end. And it's Wilson that gets another penalty. Second straight penalty for Lindsay for Wilson. Ryan Lee can't get to that puck. Slapped down the ice there and back into the corner. Got to pick it up behind Brady Boyle there with Saxena getting it off the boards there for Cooper Brown. As they start this power play out, that intended pass is knocked down here by Lindsay. Right from center ice, they dump it in and catches the blade of Brady Boyle as he steers it off to the right. From behind their own goal now, trying to skate away with it from his own end. Tipping it off the back end boards, walking it out with a shot. That'll get gathered up with ease and held on to by Boyle. Face off now, coming off to the left of the end. Davis Gorham gets the face off call, trying to dump this out of his own end. They'll skate away with it up through center as they bring it in. Coming up over the line for an opportunity is Cooper Brown. Brown from behind the net here for an opportunity. He'll set it up in front of a shot, right past stop. It lays there from the side of the goal. Hard around and that gets slapped out. Ryan Lee trying to go back after it in his own end. Lee will take it from behind the goal as he tries to keep it back in behind the net. They'll slap it away and that'll get knocked down here from center. Put back in and trying to fire it away. That gets knocked down through center ice as Gorham tried to put it in. Here comes a chance. Can't dance around the defender. Knocked down here by Ryan Lee. Lee from center ice, he puts it in. Toros had too many men on the ice. We're getting a penalty again to Lindsay. Reve gets a shot on net as it gets gathered up. Man advantage coming up for 28 seconds because of the tripping penalty. And now opportunity knocks for the Toros with a 2-man advantage. From behind their own net, they start this out to fire it away. That goes past Chase on into the corner. All the way down the ice. Chase on going after his man behind the net to try and take it away. Chase on got it up through center and away they come. Tipped in all the way around the net from behind the goal. Coming around here for an opportunity. That went over the stick of Nathan Christensen. McKay tried to dump it away as that's going to be over here on the other side. Wilson got it over here now. He's back on the ice, so now it's a 1-man advantage for the Toros. Wilson tried to put it back in, and that got knocked down on the intended dump in. Here comes a chance with a pass. Got it over here for Reve, a shot stop. Rebound from the side and can't jam it in, but it's right there in front of the goal. Tapped in here from the blue line now by Van Reenen, a shot, right past stop. Rebound from the side, can't bury it. Taken away by Lindsay. From their own end, dancing his way through the neutral zone and coming up over the offensive line. He'll take it from behind the goal shorthanded. Can't set it up in front as that goes down the ice. Right back into the Lindsay end. Good pressure on here by Nolan Bryant to try and get the puck free. We're getting a penalty as that is going to be a stoppage in play. Kai McDonald again will take this draw. He'll get pushed out of the draw here though. McDonald right off to the right side of the net. Trying to win this draw. But we're getting an explanation over here at the Lindsay bench, so we'll have a stoppage in play. Everything worked out, and our face-off is off to the right of the Lindsay goal. Muir from behind the net. Tipping it over here for Bryant as he tries to get it back here to the blue line. Here comes a chance now. Back here to the line again. Walking it out with a shot. The hitter, Lindsay, player right in front. Here comes Colton, a shot. That gets blocked as well. Chase on was behind him to keep it in. Over here to the other side now for Kai McDonald, and that pass is broken up. Coming around the other side now. Good pressure on there by Muir, who tried to get to it. Backhanded away, gets knocked down by Chase on as he dumps it in. From their own end, Zachary Colton will pick that up as he tried to tip it off the boards. Up there for Muir, and he couldn't go with it. It's in some feed area at the Toros bench, so we'll get a whistle. Face-off was just outside the line, trying to dump it off the boards. Here comes a chance. Trying to get through there was Cooper Brown. Bits in behind the net, trying to bump him off it. on the left side. Cooper Brown out of front for Davis Gorham. He got broken up. Here comes a chance now for Brody Glover with it. He had it, but taken away here by an opportunity by Junkin. Good knockout there by Ryan Lee, who Junkin off the puck from behind the goal now. Trying to win this battle from behind the net. Taken away here by the Toros with the lead pass. Skating up to it and bringing it in. Here's a chance, but taken off the stick against Brody Glover. Glover had some help behind him with Cooper Brown to try and keep it in. Glover was in a battle against Junkin. Ryan Lee couldn't hold the line. That was an offside, and we get a whistle. Face-off now is coming just outside. Won there by Lindsay. Wilson, lead pass, off the boards, down the ice. And it goes for icing. Face-off is coming off to the right of the Lindsay end. Trying to win this battle. He's going to fire one right to the front of the net. It went wide. Here's a big hit there on the other side. Taken away by Van Reenen, but couldn't go with it. Still kept in the Lindsay zone, though. From behind their own net, they'll start this out. Lead pass up through center. That goes over the stick of everybody into that right corner. From behind the net, the Toros have it and try and flip it away. Picked up here by Lindsay, sending one to the front of the goal. That gets knocked down. From behind, they try and backhand it away. It's loose here from the side to try and jam it out in front here against Van Reenen. From behind the goal, it's an opportunity to try and jam it out in front. Big stop there this time by Brady Boyle, tipping it off the boards. Here comes a chance to try and get to it. Brought up over the line. He'll walk right in. The shot by Perez gets blocked. Here comes a chance to throw it up in front. Here comes another opportunity for Miller Hope. Wrap around out in front. Right. Gets stopped out in front. Nathan Christensen out in front of the goal gets stopped. Right point blank out in front. It's off now. Coming off to the right. Kai McDonald took it. Won there by Lindsay, though. Backhanded away into the corner. Trying to find that loose puck now. Tip it, and that'll come out through center, down the ice, and into the corner. From behind their own net, he's going to have an opportunity in that right side to try and skate away with it. Try to get it over here on the other side with Chase O'Vey. 1:05 left to go here in period number 2 in a scoreless game. Big hit in behind the goal. Another try, went for another one there as Moynes went for the hit. Trying to get around the defender. Taking it from behind his own goal. Nolan Bryant's going to try and cut him off and get away with that loose puck behind the net. Coming around the other side now. In comes Chason. He'll take a bump there on the other end. Chason get back up to his feet to try and take it away from Moynes. From their own end. The lead pass gets tipped aside through center. Dumped right back in where it came from, behind the Lindsay goal. Here comes a chance now. They'll take it from behind their own net. It comes around the other side. Chason's going to try and cut it off on the wall. Had some help in behind, right in front. Backhand by Gorham on net. Didn't make it through. Gorham on a wraparound. Can't get one out in front of the net. Back down low for Davis Gorham. Gorham getting double teamed on the other end. Reve trying to even up the odds to come in and try and take it away. Flipped out. That was out past Chason, and it's offside. Soft gets won by Clarington, dumped in. There's the final shot on net, steered off to the left. Both teams go to the dressing room, tied at 0. Third period action from the Garnet B. Rickard Recreation Complex between the under 15 BB and the Lindsay Muskies. We're in a scoreless game here. Clarington have had a couple of power play opportunities here in the game, just haven't been able to generate many chances here on goal against Lindsay. Here comes the first drop of the puck for the third period. Dumped into Brady Boyle, who makes that stop. Dropping it off here for Lucas Muir from his own end. Over here to the other side for Glover, trying to catch up into that loose puck. Tip back into the zone. He's walking in. Left pass stopped there by Brady Boyle, who makes a save, but we're getting a penalty coming up for tripping. So this Lindsay power play, the face-off takes place off to the right of Brady Boyle. Ryan Lee tried to stick to it, kept in by Lindsay. Try to walk this out from this face-off circle. He has control of it. From behind the goal, he keeps it, walks right out. Face-off dot. Swept off his stick. Right back here again. And that pass broken up. Good job there by Lucas Muir as he put pressure on Moore to cause the turnover, and back into the Lindsay as it goes, and they started out. They're going for that stretch pass up their center. He's speeding his way in. Shot. That hit a stick and went in wide. Kept in here by Lindsay. Falling down there. That leads to an opportunity from the slot area. Gets it blocked on the way through. Coming back here to the side. Here comes a chance now for Moore again. Spinning off the checker, but loses it. Nathan Christensen will tip it the length of the ice. Right back in on goal, where it gets stopped there by the Lindsay goalie and steered off. Penalty went to Simon Van Reen, as we can see there in the penalty box. That went for tripping. It did take away a great scoring opportunity by Lindsay. A great left pad stop there by Brady Boyle. Here comes a chance to bring it in. Up over the line, junking a shot. He's going to fire it in wide. It'll ring around the boards and not out. Kept in here from the blue line. Off to the left corner now. Slapped around the boards by Zachary Colton. Trying to get there was Christensen, but couldn't get to the puck. Knocked down again and fired the length of the ice. All the way back in behind the goal, and he's got to leave it in behind his own net. Pressured on there by Cooper Brown to try and get that puck free. It's still loose here from the side as they try and tip it in. He's coming up through center with an opportunity. Shot! Fired it hard and wide over the net. Kept in here by Lindsay, though. Trying to walk this out in front. Good job there by Chason. Sticking to his man, walking it in front. Can't jam it in from the left side. Right in front of the goal. That gets stopped right in front. Another one. That gets blocked. Kept in here again. Oh, Lindsay right now on this power play. Trying to convert. Here comes a shot there. That gets blocked. Good block on the way through. And tipped out by Colton. Here comes a chance for Ashton Perez short-handed. He'll flip this to the goal and nobody there. Taken away here by Lindsay. And it's Moynes dumping it in. Or number 70 dumping it in. Here comes a chance. Reve tried to tip that in. Right back in behind the net. He's going to scoop this up. Hard around the boards. Up and out of play. Seth is just off to the left. Trying to get it back here to the blue line on the other side. It's in that left corner. Goes back here to the line. Shot on net is kicked off to the right by Brady Boyle. Trying to find that loose puck again. And get it out of his own end. That goes behind the net. Slapping it around the other side here. For a chance to clear it away was Chase Rivet. Kept in here this time. Hit into the boards. Trying to get that loose puck. From his own end there was Rivet. Can't get it out of his own end. It's a battle over here. Toros have killed off that penalty. Good job here by Davis Gorham coming in. But Lindsay have control of the puck. Trying to get it up. Turned over to Gorham on a backhand. Can't get it out. Good job to hold it in. Another chance to clear, and this one will come free down the ice. It's going to skip right in wide. Lindsay have got to pick this back up in their own end. Going for the pass up through center. Tipping it out. Good job by Chason. Held it in for that momentary second, but back comes Lindsay the other way. Right on goal. That's going to hit a stick and go in wide. Taken away here for an opportunity by Reve. Reve up through center to try and bring it in with some nice moves. The backhand goes on net and goes in wide. From behind their own net now. Trying to tip it around. Here comes a chance here for Lindsay to try and get it out of their own end. Big hit there on the other side by Miller Hope. Zachary Colton from his own end will fire it over. Getting knocked down here by Lindsay and dumped back in the zone. Zachary Colton will take this from behind his own net now. Coming around the other side. It'll be an opportunity now for Colton to pick this up and try and get it out. It gets tipped aside here as they try and dump it in. Capped in here from the blue line. A shot gets knocked down. Chase on. Trying to win this battle. He gets fired away here for Lucas Muir. Muir trying to catch up to it on the other end. He's racing after it. He got tangled up there with Wilson. From behind the net now. Big hit in behind the goal. Here comes Saxena bringing it in from the line. Looking for Muir right in front of the net. That's not going to get there. Capped in here from the blue line by Zachary Colton, but the shot got blocked. From their own end here for an opportunity, and we're going to get a stoppage in play. It's off now just outside of the line, trying to tip it in. Lindsay will get that loose puck. And backhand it back in behind their own net. Good job back here to the line. Here comes the Ryan Leah shot. It's going to go in wide as they hit a defender. Nathan Christensen tries to help out as well. Christensen had that great opportunity there in that right before the end of the second period from the slot area, just couldn't put it to the back of the net. Christensen again had to get that loose puck. Here comes a chance, bringing it up over the line. He'll walk this right to the front of the goal, but nobody there to take it away. Here comes a white sweater back up through center as Saxena's pass got broken up. From their own end, Christensen coming after it. It'll be off to this left side now. Trying to win this battle, walking out with some nice moves, trying to jam it out of front. Stopped there by Brady Boyle from the left side of the net. Trying to get it back here again, and that gets fired away past Christensen. Nathan Christensen trying to put pressure on his man, and we're going to get a penalty coming up to Lindsay for head contact. Davis Gorham tried to win that draw, coming around the other side. Trying to keep this in there was Van Arenen from the line. So off on the right side to try to throw it up in front. That was Reve back here to the blue line. Tipped out here by Lindsay. Right on goal, stopped there by Boyle. And he's gonna freeze it up. Faceoff is coming off to the left now of Boyle. Key draw here in the Clarington end. Captain here from the line, backhanded in. Knocked down by Zachary Colton in his own end. Colton getting it to the other side. Here comes Reve flipping it up. Here comes Davis Gorham now. Gorham dropping it off for Cooper Brown, a shot. And had it and couldn't handle it. Toros trying to take advantage of that. Zachary Colton back down low, taken away by Lindsay though. Sent all the way down the ice right into Birdie Boyle, who will make that stop and steer it off to his left. Trying to start this from their own end. Here they go. Let out by Chason up over the line. Chason to Cooper Brown, a shot. Fired in wide past the blocker hand. Good job by Colton. Couldn't control the puck. Here comes a chance. One-on-one against Brady Boyle. Slides it wide of the goal. Another chance to clear it out. From their own end comes Chase Reve, dropping it off. To the other side was Bryant and went over his stick. Davis Gorham has it now, getting it to the other side, off on the change. Here comes a shot wide of the net from behind the goal. Flipped out all the way down the ice. Not enough to go for icing as the power play still going on, and Boyle is going to play that off to the side. Off the boards there through center. Here comes a backhand pass by Bryant for Hope that went over his stick. And now Ryan Lee tried to dump it in. On his backhand, he'll sweep it back into the Lindsay end. Around the boards, they try and get that. Slap down the ice, back into the corner. All the way down, it'll get stopped there by Brady Boyle. As he moves it off to the side by Ryan Lee. Over the stick and back into the Lindsay end. Right into the corner it goes as it's from behind the net. Skating away with it out of his own end they come. Here comes a chance now for Lindsay as they come up over the line. And it's an opportunity for Brown. Brown a shot. Way wide of the mark. Coming around the other side. Kept in there from the line. Ryan Lee trying to stick to his man. They're trying to jam it out of front for an opportunity. He tried to go between his legs to finish it off, but he didn't have the finishing touch as it just rolled into Boyle for a face-off. Gets won by the Toros in their own end. That leads to a chance for Perez with a lead pass over the stick there with Brody Glover. Along with Muir on the other end. Matt Kay tried to backhand it away. Big hit there at center as that could lead to something. As Muir took his man down, Perez from behind the goal. Ashton Perez taken down off his feet from behind the net. Coming around the other side now. Captain again, they can't shoot one to the front of the net. Right in front of the goal. Trying to jam it in under front, and it's finally going to get covered up for a draw. Coming off to the right of the Lindsay end. Zachary Colton trying to keep it in. Colton on the other end trying to dump this puck out. Cleared away through center. Knocked down. Zachary Colton with it now. Trying to dump it back in. From their own end using the boards. Knocked down there by Lucas Muir. From their own zone. He'll start this out. He'll start it from his own end and bring it in. Dumped in there by Deshane on goal. Easy kick side save there by Brady Boyle. Tipping this off the boards. Still loose here from the side. Chason tried to get it. Cleared away over the stick of Glover. All the way back in there by Deshane as Ashton Perez knocked it down. The lead pass is over the stick of Cooper Brown, trying to catch up to this loose puck. Brown had it knocked away. Through their own end, they'll bring this in. Let out and dumped right in on goal. Kicked off to the right by Brady Boyle. Toros can't get it out of their own end though. Thrown to the front of the net and taken away by Cooper Brown off the boards. From their own end, he tried to pick this up. Trying to skate away with it from his own end. Saxena will pick this up in his own zone and get it over here to the other side for Colton. Off the boards, it comes through center. Brought up here by Cooper Brown to try and send one to the front of the net. It goes in behind the goal, gets taken away by Lindsay. Kept in here from the blue line though. Tipped in there by Cooper Brown as he couldn't do anything with the puck. Still loose here from the side. Fired in deep. Back into the corner. Ryan Lee from behind the net takes a bump. Still loose here from the side to try and dump it in. We're getting a penalty coming up as Ryan Lee took a pretty big bump in that right corner. On this power play, came for boarding from behind the net. Trying to start this on their power play. From behind the net that goes. Reve trying to keep it in on the right side as well. Right in front, back here to the blue line. Kept in here from the line. Pushed off to the left and behind the goal. Trying to get this in. Kept in here by Van Reenen from the line. From their own zone. Setting it up in front. That was a pass for Reve, who tried to send one to the net. That got knocked down and taken away here by Lindsay. Slapped all the way in on Brady Boyle, who makes that stop. Boyle had to dish it off to his left. Kept in here by Brown, who couldn't go to the front of the net. Taken away here on the other end. Skating it out there with Zachary Colton now. Colton with a lead pass for Reve over his stick. Still loose here from the side, trying to dump it in. Harder on the boards, it gets knocked down from their own end. Right here in front of us was Colton, who tried to do something here with the puck. Zachary Colton overskated it. Now he's got to go back after it in his own end. Colton's lead pass is going past everybody. Back into the Lindsay end it goes. Still no shots on this power play here. Off to the corner it comes. That'll get picked up here by Chase on to try and get away. Turnover. Chance shot. Blocked it away by Brady Boyle up in the air. And they find it to try and clear it away. Right to the front of the net. Knocked down here by Clarington as they move it out. Here comes a chance to dump it in. Right back in behind the net. That'll go behind the goal. From their own end, dumping it off the board. That goes over the stick there of Muir as it gets tipped back in against Chase Mackay. Mackay will get it over here to the other side for Lucas Muir. Muir couldn't go with the puck as it gets cleared back in. Still loose here from the side by Chase Son to try and bring it in. Miller Hope dumped it off to the corner. From behind the goal, there goes Chase Son after it. Chase Son and Miller Hope from behind the net. Chase on tried to throw it up in front for an opportunity, rolled over the stick there from the slot area. Still loose here from the side to try and keep it in. That's Lucas Muir to try and keep it in, but here comes Lindsay back up the other way as we approach last minute of play here in the game of a 0-0 tie. Ryan Lee trying to stick to his man out of front. Here comes a shot. Good block on the way through, and that leads to a chance here for Austin Perez. Perez tried to get free. Gets bumped off the puck, but he's still on it. Perez tried to walk right to the front of the goal. It's going to be another Lindsay penalty as he's drawn another one as it's interference coming up here to Lindsay. Off to the left. One more opportunity here for the Toros on their power play. But look at this. Short-handed opportunity. Going one-on-one against Boyle, and he scores! A short-handed opportunity for Lindsay, and they made no mistake bearing it past Boyle to get their 1-0 lead with 1:02 left. Now to take this draw. Toros have to get possession and send Brady Boyle to the bench for an extra attacker. They might have a two-man advantage if they can get that to happen. Now they've got to dig themselves out of a one-goal disadvantage. They get control of the puck, but turn it over. Shot on net. It's scooped up this time by Brady Boyle. And this time he'll hold on. Now it's steer it off. Cooper Brown now. Brown with a lead pass. Off goes Boyle to the bench. The pass there for Davis Gorham went over his stick, and now Chason dumps it in. And that goes into the bench out of play. Face off here, now right here in front of us. We're getting a timeout. Off now, 29 seconds left to go. Davis Gorham tried to win that draw from behind the net. It's a 6-on-4 right now. Trying to keep this in here is Zachary Colton. Colton will push it off here to the right side. Right in front. Here comes a chance. Backhand! Just wide on that chance. Try to throw it up in front. Picked up by Lindsay and sent down the ice. That's going to about do it because they're killing off the penalty. A late shorthanded goal with 1:02 left on a breakaway puts the Lindsay Muskies in the win column on this Saturday evening as they knock off the under 15 BB Toros in a tight 1-0. The Toros had their chances, so many power play chances in this game, but couldn't bury one into the back of the net. And now they've got to turn the page to tomorrow when they'll have another home game here. And as mentioned at the top, that game will also be here on MJ Broadcasting. We will see you then. We'll have the under 18 AA's coming up.